Hi, welcome. My name is Katy Simmone. I'm a psychic life advisor and Reiki master. I provide life wisdom from beyond. I'm also founder of Soul Evolution Center in South Florida. Its mission is to help you evolve into your best life. I want to share some information today about Reiki. Some of you may already be familiar with it. Reiki is the use of universal life force energy to enhance well-being and for stress reduction. It's used to heal on subtle energetic levels. It is intelligently guided. It can do no harm and only good. It goes to the areas that are needed for the person's highest good and the highest good of all concerned. It works on physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. I offer Reiki sessions in office in South Florida, as well as doing them remotely for my out-of-state international clients. And you can book these remote Reiki sessions and in-office sessions online through my online calendar. When I do an online or a remote Reiki session, what I do is I use the Reiki symbol for long-distance healing, and that will transmit the Reiki energy over the energy waves to the client. Also, during a Reiki session, either remotely or in office, I always call in the client's higher self, their guardian angels, their master teachers of light and love, and also their spiritual healing team, as well as my own. And I always ask for the highest and best for the client. The remote Reiki sessions can be anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes in length. And the client does not need to be in a meditative state. If the client wants to, they can. But usually I perform the remote Reiki at a time that is most conducive for me, when I'm very relaxed and I'm very receptive to be a proper conduit for the Reiki life force energies. I performed a Reiki session yesterday remotely, and it was for a half-hour Reiki. And also at the end of the session, the client has a decision. They could either, we could either talk about the experience over the phone, and I set up a 15-minute phone session with them, or else they can select to have a transcript of my psychic observations and perceptions during the Reiki session. This specific client yesterday asked to receive a transcript, so I did email that to him. This was my third session with this specific Reiki client, and it is nice to have continuity with an individual, because you do, or you can sense differences and shifts in their energetic field. And I did sense that with this client that he had made marked improvement in his spiritual development, as his energetic field was more vibrant and more flowing. So I did relay that message to him. It is amazing the perceptions that can be picked up on, even remotely, if your heart is open and your upper chakras are open and functioning properly. I have been doing this since 2009, since my spiritual awakening, and I have found that I have the ability to receive information telepathically and clairvoyantly. And I do share these images and words with my Reiki clients, either during the session, if it's a direct session, or after the session, if it's a remote session. With this specific client, I received much telepathic information, as well as clairvoyant visions and single images. I also received specific crystal recommendations for this client to help him. I always ask my Reiki clients to provide me 2 or 3 items that they wish to be addressed during the Reiki session. And so this client had done that, and so the crystal recommendations were based on that. For example, this client wanted his throat chakra vitalized, and therefore the guides recommended topaz and aquamarine crystals to help with the vitalization of his throat chakra. The throat chakra is located at the base of your throat. It has a front and a back, and it is associated with your ability to express yourself, to fully communicate, and also to be a good listener. I also received telepathic information for him to use the crystals, black onyx and black obsidian, to help remove lower vibrational impurities and energies. And this was one of his concerns as well. I also received telepathic information for him to take weekly baths in salt water with lavender oil and also flower petals. The lavender oil helps promote relaxation, and the salt water will help draw out additional lower vibrational energies from his energetic field. Always during a Reiki session, as part of my protocol, I vitalize, align, and balance the 7 major chakras. I also cleanse and insulate the person's energetic field, and I leave the crown chakra open so that they have that connection to the divine. If you'd like to read more about my observations, my psychic observations during this Reiki session, please go to my website, soulevolutioncenter.com, where I have my blog. And I did share the transcript of this remote Reiki session. I have other Reiki transcript sessions on there as well. And so you can see how I perform my Reiki duties, which I'm very honored to do so. I encourage everyone to become Reiki 1 certified. I am a Reiki certification teacher as well. I teach it in 3 degrees. But if you learn the first degree of Reiki, which is the first class, you will learn positions for self-healing on yourself, as well as for healing on other people, your loved ones and friends as well, which is so important. And to know that you have the tools necessary to help yourself when you're emotionally distraught or not feeling physically well is invaluable. So I do encourage you to seek out a practitioner in your area for Reiki 1 certification. I also recommend participation in Reiki circles regularly and or private sessions if you can do this. These will help energetically tune up your energy body. Good energetic health correlates to good physical health. So when you take care of your energy field and your chakras and you balance and vitalize them, this will prove worthwhile in terms of how you physically feel as well. So please visit my website, soulevolutioncenter.com, to learn more about me and my services. And also, it's an easy book online for many of my services. And also take a moment to read some of the interesting psychic experiences I share on my blog. And I also share channeled messages from beings of light and love. I wish you all well in your spiritual journeys and to continue to do your energy work on yourself or with the help of a practitioner. Namaste.